for you. Ooh, makebella, gotta get a ooh, makebella, makes my body dance for you. Ooh, makebella, gotta get a ooh, makebella, makes my body dance for you.
За сайн бацхан үзэгчдээ хүний эрхийн дуу хоолой iOS цэгмэн сайт хүүд олон удаагаас мэдээлэн за бид энэ удаагийн тэрэн зочин болон да Максийн гэр бүлийг онцлоо. За Макс түүний эхнэр за түүний нохоо Мая нар за Монголд аялахаар бол Австрали улсаас ирсэн байна. За how long was get to Mongolia and how about your first feeling?
So far we've been on the road since we started in Melbourne, Australia for 255 days now. I think we traveled 33,000 kilometers so far, and yeah, when we arrived in Mongolia, I feel the first feeling for us was we arrived in the Gobi Desert, so it felt like we're driving on the moon. Like it's very unique landscape and very beautiful. Yeah.
Like I remember when we first came, so we were in China before this, and then we crossed the border, and then suddenly it was like open space, empty land. It was so lovely. We basically we went to the Genghis Khan statue, and then we also went to the National History Museum to see the dinosaur fossils and everything. We're both really interested in the fossils, and so this is very nice for us.
Okay, this summer, why did you decide to travel to Mongolia? How was your imagination before coming to Mongolia?
We didn't know that we're coming to Mongolia, so we planned to drive from Australia to Germany. And there's two routes you can take. You can usually drive through Southeast Asia and then Myanmar to India and then Pakistan, Iran. Or you go to China, Mongolia and then Kazakhstan, so the northern route. But Myanmar is still closed, and until 2 months ago China was also closed, so we could go either way. So both ways were closed. And 2 months ago China opened up after COVID, so we took the chance and we're like, okay, and finally we can continue our trip. So we drove through China into Mongolia, and we really love it here. We're happy about the decision now.
Before we came to Mongolia, we didn't really know much about it. We just know that it's really big and it's a small population for like a big country. When we are in the car, someone drives past, says hello, and then drives away again. So it's such a friendly people. Like even the outside, everyone is so friendly. So yeah.
Some detailed information about your itinerary in Mongolia.
We haven't planned much. So usually we drive to a country, and then we meet people, and then we ask, what should we do in Mongolia? We will go towards the Altai Mountains before we then cross further into Russia.
How many days will you stay in Ulaanbaatar?
So we have been staying in Ulaanbaatar specifically for 3 weeks already. We've been in Mongolia for nearly 5 weeks, I think, and 3 weeks are in Ulaanbaatar. And we'll be leaving Ulaanbaatar soon. So in a total, we stay in whole of Mongolia for 2 months.
Your family traveled to which countries before coming to Mongolia?
So we started in Australia, like you said, and then we shipped the car to Singapore because it's the next port there. And we stayed in Singapore for a couple of months, and then from Singapore we went to Malaysia, Thailand, Laos, China, and then Mongolia. Yeah.
Then will you travel to which countries? How about your travel plan for this summer?
So we haven't completely decided where we go. We always just be spontaneous, but roughly we're gonna cross Russia, then Kazakhstan, then Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and then maybe through Turkmenistan into Iran, and then Turkey and Georgia, and then from there to Greece, and then Eastern Europe, Croatia, Montenegro, Albania, up into Europe towards Germany.
what are the worst and the best things in Mongolia?
I would say about traveling to Mongolia is if you think you're only going to spend 3 weeks here, you're wrong. You'll probably end up spending a longer time here because there's so much to see, so much to do. Yeah.
I would also say take a lot of time because it's so much country and so much to see, and it's wonderful to stay a long time out in the desert.
Time to go fishing.
Driving in Ulaanbaatar take a lot of time, and
And have you heard about the Mongolian nomadic lifestyle?
Haven't visited a nomadic family yet, but we have heard a little bit about it. We don't know much about it, and we really want to learn more.
we have seen a lot of nomads in the Gobi Desert. A lot of them said hello, but it's hard to talk sometimes because not many people speak English, and we don't speak Mongolian, unfortunately. But we heard that still a lot of people, like 20% of the population, are still living nomadic lifestyle in Mongolia, which is very fascinating for us. Yeah, very awesome. Yeah.
What are the benefits and advantages of the overlanding?
I think the advantage is that you get to go everywhere. You're on your own schedule, your own time. You have your own vehicle. You can go any place you want to go. If you're driving, you're like, this place looks nice. We'll just drive there. If it's too late, you'll just stay the night there and start again the next day. There's so much freedom when it comes to overlanding, like freedom of time, freedom of everything. Just come to Mongolia, we joined some overlanding groups, and we've got to meet so many locals already who are so interested in helping us, telling us more about what we can do, helping us when we have issues with our car and stuff. Last year, June.
Yeah, last year June we started driving from Mongolia, but
From Australia.
from Australia, from Melbourne. Seven countries.
За, iOS сегмент сая энэ удаагийн тэрэн зочин болондоо Австрали улсаас Монголд аялахаар зориулж ирсэн Максин гэр бүлийг онцлоо. За, Максин гэр бүлийн тухайд бол одоо газраар буюу машинаар аялах, дэлхийд хороо аялдгаараа онцлогтой.
Makes my body dance for you. Ooh, my body dance for you.